Car Talk Season 3, Episode 2. Rico Dowdle, you're with us. Couple of your new teammates already giving you a hard time about joining Car Talk. They're just upset. There's a couple rookies over there. Rookies aren't allowed on Car Talk.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
So JT's a little upset. We'll get to him eventually. With the Panthers, the rule is 1 year and 3 games. Was that the way it was in Dallas? You're not a rookie until after
the third game.
After
of
the
next
third
year.
game?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's not just a Panther rule. That's the whole NFL.
I think that might be everywhere.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
You're from the area, so this isn't brand new for you. I normally welcome new guys to Charlotte and the Carolinas, but you're from here. How far away from the stadium did you grow up?
So my hometown, place Gaffney, South Carolina, a small town. It's probably 50 to 55 minutes from here. So right here from the stadium. And then where I went to high school, that was Asheville, North Carolina. So been in the Carolinas, and that's about 2 hours from there. So they both pretty good distance, not too far.
A lot of Panther fans. Training camp for 30 years was down in Spartanburg, so we all know Gaffney as the Big Peach, the Big Butt on the way down from Charlotte. So that was always how I started my summers, was driving from Charlotte to Gaffney by the Peach, and so it's good that you were here. You played in South Carolina.
Right.
Did you ever play in the stadium?
I played here one time. I think we played NC State here. I think we opened up versus NC State, and that was probably my second year, I think. My second year at Carolina, so yeah, my sophomore year.
You only have good games in the stadium, right?
I had a great game. I had 2 touchdowns in that one. 2 touchdowns. I had a rushing one and a receiving one. I definitely remember that.
You played really well last year with the bad guys with Dallas. When you came here, you
had a good game.
Another good game. So we hope to get 8 or 9 more in this stadium out of you this year.
Yes, sir.
I gotta ask. I'm not a jewelry guy. You've got some bling. You have. What do we call that?
It's a dermal, face dermal. Yeah.
How does that happen? I know nothing about it.
So one of my best friends from college, he actually had one back in the day. So I always liked his, and then one day I just got bored and I decided I was gonna go get. I was like, I'm gonna go get the face dermal, and then next thing you know, I'm getting ear piercing, nose piercing, and all that stuff. But I'm a jewelry guy.
The face dermal was the first piercing.
No, my nose ring.
Oh, your nose. Okay.
My nose ring was first, actually. Yeah, I got that one, and then it came out, so I had it out for a little. Then I got the face down.
I had to ask. Does it hurt?
Nah, the nose actually hurt way worse. My nose one hurt for 6 months, and then my face down 5 seconds, bro. Quick and easy.
Really?
Put it in, twist the top on, maybe 5 seconds, and it was done. So yeah.
That's awesome. As we're kind of going in, you were undrafted free agent, right?
Yeah.
What advice would you give yourself, or even these young guys who are now just kind of starting off their NFL career? What advice would you give them as they approach kind of those first OTAs and moving into training camp this summer?
I definitely say it's all about the work, man. Put in the work. That's the one thing. That's what it's always going to be about. That's the main thing. Putting in the work and just staying focused and staying patient. Going out there making good impressions with your coaches, building a relationship with your teammates and things like that. All that's important. But definitely just putting that work in and staying patient and staying focused throughout the whole process and getting ready to take on that first season.
As a rookie, did you ever have any doubt that you could play in the league? Was there ever a moment where you're like, I don't know, this may be too big for me? Or did you always have a lot of confidence?
I mean, I think I always had a lot of, I think I'm a humble person, but I always carried great confidence in what I'm able to go out there and do. So, I mean, I never really had doubt that I would be able to go out there and play. I always knew I could do it, and it was just all about getting the opportunity to go out there and do it for me.
Since you're new, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of the inside of the stadium. Okay. They probably didn't show you this part of it when you came as a free agent on your tour.
Nice. Yeah,
so we'll show you a little bit of the difference of the stadium. But I want to switch gears a little bit. I want you to put your GM hat on. So a couple days ago, flag football gets entered into the Olympics, and the NFL players can now go and be in the Olympics if they make the team. I want you to put your GM hat on. If you're selecting your U.S. flag football team, who are you selecting number 1 and what position are they playing?
That's tough. I'm going to say, I'm going to have to go with Tyreek Hill, though, number 1, just because of the speed, the shiftiness, and just from watching the videos, the one guy that played quarterback. So I'll probably put him at that spot. He make a lot of plays from the dude that actually, just with the main Olympic, started at him. I don't know his name off top, Darryl D something, but Definitely Tyreek Hill. Probably put him at quarterback or something. Let him run around if he got to. Make guys miss.
Tyreek Hill's left-handed though, isn't he? Do you know?
I don't know.
I think Tyreek Hill's left-handed.
No, okay.
Have you ever caught a pass from a left-handed quarterback?
I think so.
Would that be tough?
No, it definitely come out different. I wouldn't say a left-handed coach I have. The balls definitely come out different though with that the left-hand throwers.
Okay.
Sure.
Who are some of the other guys you're putting on your roster? I mean, you can't pick yourself. GM, obviously you'd want to pick yourself.
And how many guys is it on the side? Is it 7? How many guys on each side?
Let's call it 7. I want to know who your first 3 picks are. So you got
first 3.
You got Tyreek.
I got Tyreek Hill.
This is the 100 level. This is where if during the game you get a little hungry, Bojangles, you can come and get chicken tenders. Your barbecue over here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. We get in the middle of September, you get a little hungry during the third quarter. You come right up. You see our stadium's right out there. You can just come up here and get yourself a snack during the game. But back to your roster.
So first I say what we got. Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna have to go with my boy CD Lamb next, just because that's my dog, man. CD Lamb, number 2. And then number 3, we're gonna go with Bryce Young. We're gonna put him at quarterback.
All right, so Tyreek's back to playing wide receiver now. I noticed we don't really have anybody on the roster yet that's just a lockdown corner. Like someone that can cover someone's number 1 guy.
And you know who we got to go with. JC Horn, man, Mr. Seatbelt himself, Been knowing JC for some years, went to college with him, so we got to go with JC Horn, one of the top guys out here. And definitely Mr. Patrol, what he is, off-duty police officer, man. So we got to go with JC Horn.
That was right. That was a different side of him we saw in the schedule release video. That was pretty cool. And you played with him in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Has he always been like that, or is he kind of developing a personality from back in college to what we're kind of seeing now in the NFL?
No, I think he's always been like that. I know he's for sure been doing that seatbelt celebration since college. Him and then one of his best friends, Israel, that I played in Dallas with, played at Carolina with both of them. But them two, they always had been those high energy, high motor guys, even back from the college days. So it's definitely always been in them and things like that for sure. Very
cool. Off season. JC was talking to us last week about a golf game. Do you have any off-season hobbies that you like to get into when football's a little lower on the totem pole?
No, I really just chill, man. I got 2 kids, 2 little girls, so spending time with them, that's really pretty much what I do. And with my girl, we go on vacations and things like that, spend time with the kids. Other than that, man, I'm pretty much just gaming and working out in the off-season, so that's pretty much it.
I have 2 daughters.
Okay.
I have 2 sons, 2 daughters. My daughters love the Columbia Zoo. Have you ever been to the Columbia Zoo?
No, I haven't
down
been.
The street there from South Carolina.
No, I haven't been to the Columbia Zoo, but definitely visit the zoo a lot in Texas.
Okay.
Dallas Zoo.
What kind of animals are you into?
I like lions, I say. Definitely got to go visit them. Definitely go look at the giraffes, gorillas. Look at those at the zoo. What else? I say them my top 3 that I for sure go see every time I'm at the zoo.
Have you ever fed a giraffe?
Yeah, actually I did last year. They allowed you to feed them out there at the Dallas Zoo.
The tongue on a giraffe is such a bizarre looking thing.
Yeah.
And I always get the biggest kick. I always pay extra. I always want the food, and we're always gonna go feed.
For sure.
Feed giraffes.
Got to have that experience. Have you ever did one of those like the car rides where you actually like this, you feed them from the inside of your car, you ride through
almost like a safari?
Like a safari type
I haven't done that.
I did
Is that worth
one
it?
about 2. Yeah, you definitely should try that one. I got some video. I'll show you some videos on my phone. I did that one like 2 years ago.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, so you have kids. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, so I got 4 brothers and sisters. My oldest sister, unfortunately, she passed away when I was 7. So now I have 3. I'm the oldest now. I got 2 little brothers and a little sister, 24. One of my little brothers and my little sister, 20, and then I got a 14-year-old little brother.
So you get to sort of be the patriarch of the family. Are there any exciting things that you've been able, since you've been in the league, to sort of bring your siblings along for? Any sort of highlight moments with you guys as a family that you've been able to sort of host or sort of show them the way?
Not really yet. I wouldn't say not really yet. No highlight moments and stuff. Just really enjoying it and trying to really find my way in this for myself right now these past couple years. But all that's definitely gonna come, for sure.
I do have to ask, are you familiar with the movie Napoleon Dynamite?
I think I watched it in like high school. I'm familiar. I don't really remember.
Does anyone ever call you Uncle Rico?
Yeah,
you know the character, right?
Yeah, I used to get called that a lot. Yeah, Uncle Rico. For sure, that was a thing.
So I've got this little theory. I call it my Napoleon Dynamite theory. The idea is that a movie like Napoleon Dynamite is so dumb that if you watch it by yourself, you will not laugh a single time in the entire movie. Yeah. But if you watch it with friends and family, you will laugh the entire time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's my Napoleon Dynamite theory. It talks about the power of like teams and being together. Like when you're able to pull a bunch of people together, common laughter, common fun.
Right.
So kind of my last you've seen the field, right? Have you been out here yet?
Yeah.
We're all set up for soccer. Have you been to a soccer game yet?
Not out here. Not actually. Never been to a soccer game in my life. Actually, yeah. So
it feels like this weekend might be the first time that you need to get out there.
I don't know, man. I don't really find. I can't watch soccer and baseball for some reason.
Ooh,
I can't watch it.
So fans of this show. First of all, we gotta get you to a Charlotte FC game. That's first and foremost. That kind of hurts my heart. Baseball is my favorite sport.
I'm gonna have to check one out. I like following baseball. I just can't watch it.
Why? Too slow?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any favorite players though? Like just guys you watching at bat or two?
Nah, not really. As a recent, me and my friends, they've been telling me more about like Aaron Judge. They say he's good about it. I really don't really know too many players though. That's probably, if you ask me about like who good at bat, that's probably the first person to come to my head.
Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani.
Mike Trout has been good for some years. I know a couple players. I do know a couple.
Did you ever meet Corey Seager?
Nah.
Corey Seager, he plays for the Rangers. Thought maybe you bump into him. He's a North Carolina kid.
Okay, never met him.
Good ball players. All right, so welcome. Appreciate you being on the show. We're looking forward to a lot of good things out of you this year, and so happy that you're on the show with us today. Rico Dowdle, everybody. This is Car Talk. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.